Hey y'all, this is Olivia. This is for the EDN 336 final. First, I wanted to start out by showing my compass. So I had to draw mine because I don't have a printer. So for the north, I said I will make sure to be as consistent as possible when it comes to the structure of the classroom and my expectations for the students. So I want to do this because it will prove to be we have learned that it's very beneficial for students to know what's expected of them and have structure in the classroom. Because like I said, they will know what's expected of them every day whenever they come into your classroom, and the behaviors will coincide with that, the behaviors of the students. So for the East, I said I want to really get to know my students beyond their learning style. So I want them to understand that I truly am interested in them, and interested in what they're doing, and I want to get to know them in a way that they see my relationship with them, or their relationship with their teacher, as just an adult that's teaching them. I want them to know that it's deeper than that, and I care about their well-being, and I care about how they're doing in the class. So for the South, I said I will make sure to give lots of behavior-specific praise and reinforce positive behavior as much as I can. I think that this is very important because if you reinforce negative behavior, the negative behaviors are going to occur more. And giving behavior-specific praise lets the student know that exactly what they're doing is right and it's good, and they will be more likely to perform those behaviors in the future. And lastly, for the West, I would create lots of opportunities for students to participate in and watch experiments in as many environments as possible. I think that this is important because hands-on experiments really do get the students engaged and motivated to pay attention to the learning. And I think that having experiments in as many environments as possible shows that science is related to a bunch of other factors in our life. And it's not just something that you learn in school and then that's it. That's all you learn about it. That's all that you're going to learn about science. Science is involved in everyday life in many ways, and I think that participating in experiments in multiple environments will show that students are going to come across science in many aspects of their life. So moving on to the creature. I don't have a picture of the creature. Oh, yes I do. So for the creature, I chose you're not going to be able to see it, but I chose the teal or the aqua or light blue creature that's hugging the tree, and it looks a little bit worried. So I chose that one because I feel like I relied on my lesson plan a lot whenever I was teaching, and I didn't stray far from it, and I made sure to make it very detailed and write out exactly what I was going to say in it because I was scared of messing up or having a brain fart or not knowing what to say, and so I really I stuck with the lesson plan and did not try and venture out at all, and I was caught really off guard if a student asked questions or answered the question wrong, because I was in my lesson plan I had written down that they had gotten it right. I didn't prepare for if they would answer a question wrong. So I chose that one because I think that I learned a lot teaching science, and I definitely feel more comfortable doing it. I feel more comfortable teaching in general because this is the first lesson plan I've ever taught in a classroom or for a classroom. So I definitely feel a lot more comfortable, but I'm still very nervous about doing it. I feel like I'm not doing good, or they can tell that I'm reading off of a script. So I'm definitely still very cautious about teaching science and just teaching in general. And I know that it'll become better as I get more practice and everything, but it's still, it's just that kind of staying to what you know. I guess it's kind of the same thing as staying to what you know before you kind of start to venture out and try new things. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now, so that's why I chose that one. So for the question, what was the most important thing you learned during your field experience, even though it was drastically cut short? So I kind of talking, like flowing into this question, I definitely learned how much preparation is needed for teaching a lesson. You never know. Since this was my first lesson that I've taught, I thought I prepared enough and I thought I had practiced enough, and I did not. I did not at all. As soon as the Zoom meeting started and I introduced myself, my mind went blank, and I struggled a lot at first, but it, kind of started coming to me again. It was just the nerves, I think it was the nerves getting to me. But it definitely was very nerve-wracking, and I definitely did not prepare enough. I am glad that someone who had just finished the EdTPA had told me to, one of the first things you need to do is run through your lesson plan with all the parts added into it and perform all the parts. And that helps so much because I realized how much my lesson plan didn't flow, and the transitions weren't well, so I was able to fix that before I was stuck in the classroom and realized it while I was teaching and didn't know how to, had to just come up with something real quick. So definitely the preparation, and just making sure that it flows. And like I said, practicing, just practicing a lesson plan so much really does help. So for the next question, which science teaching strategy did you find most intriguing? I definitely think that the hands-on activities, the students got so involved in it, and they were so excited whenever they were told that they were going to do a hands-on experiment. And I was getting excited with them, and even though because of COVID they weren't actually able to perform the experiments by themselves, they were still really into it, and the teacher informed me that they are so involved and they love science because they love doing the hands-on experiments and watching the videos and all that stuff. So that was really cool to see, and I definitely will try any chance that I have to involve an experiment. I'm definitely going to do it because seeing how motivated those students were to learn really wanted me to get into the classroom and start doing experiments with students because I wanted to see the students get so excited. So what is something that you wish you had learned in this class that I think that you should incorporate into future courses? I really don't think that there's anything that was not mentioned in this class. I definitely think that all of the components that you included were spot on, and they covered the wide range of science, from the history of science to the concepts to different topics, and everything. I was nervous that we weren't going to cover certain topics, but we did, and that really helped a lot because it kind of gave us a real world example of how we would be using the assignments that we did in class to do it and teach it in a future lesson. And that was really cool. That was the thing that I think I took the most from, was doing the assignments that would have we would teach in future lessons, and that was really cool. So I really don't think that if there was anything that you missed or there was anything that you included that shouldn't be included. It was spot on. I really love this class. And your final comments before heading into your internship. I am nervous. I am so nervous because this semester is the first semester that I've taught to a classroom, and that's definitely nerve-wracking because a lot of people have gotten that experience before, and even then I did it through a computer, so I still haven't gotten that experience of being involved in a classroom, and it was definitely hard. So I am nervous to go into my internship because I definitely feel like I'm a lot behind past classes and all that stuff, but I'm so excited. It was really fun to do, and yeah, so I hope you have a great summer.